And welcome. Thank you for joining me. Another episode of English translation and commentary by Abdullah Yusuf Ali, published by the Islamic Propagation Center International from Durban, South Africa. And we are busy with the Holy Quran, chapter number 16, also known as chapter Nahl, chapter the bee. Let's try and find our position where we ended off. Alright, here we go. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. The worshippers of false gods say, if God had so willed, we should not have worshipped aught but Him. Neither we nor our fathers, nor should we have prescribed prohibitions other than His. So did those who went before them. But what is the mission of messengers but to preach the clear message? For we assuredly sent amongst every people a messenger with the command, serve God and eschew evil. Stay away from evil. Serve God and eschew evil. Of the people were some whom God guided, and some on whom error became inevitably established. So travel through the earth and see what was the end of those who denied the truth. If thou art anxious for their guidance, yet God guideth not such as He leaves to stray, and there is none to help them. They swear their strongest oaths by God that God will not. They swear their strongest oaths by God that God will not raise up those who die. Nay, but it is a promise binding on him in truth. But most among mankind realize it not. You see, they deny that they will be raised up from death. They deny that how can we, when we are buried and our bodies decompose, how can we come alive again? Or if we are cremated, how can we come alive again? Or if you are frozen liquid nitrogen and shot out into outer space, how are we going to come to life again? Or we are drowned in the Mariana Trench 11 kilometers deep in the ocean, how are we going to raise up to be brought to life again? But this is a promise that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah, the Creator Supreme, is making, that He will definitely raise you up again so perfectly that the 30 trillion cells in your body will be brought back together again, and there's 40 trillion bacteria. Every cell is more complicated than the Rolls-Royce or a Mercedes factory. God most merciful will rejoin you, reassemble you to your 30 trillion cells, 100 billion brain cells with trillions of astrocytes and oligodendrocytes and trillions of interconnections. Right up to your fingertips will be exactly your identical fingertip, your identical retinal eye scan, and your identical DNA genome, your DNA code, which contains 3 billion bases. All of that will be brought together exactly as it was, together with your memory. It doesn't matter if you have Alzheimer's or dementia or any of that. This is a promise that every single human being, man and woman, male and female, Muslim, non-Muslim, Christian, Jew, atheist, Hindu, polytheist, Buddhist, monotheist, polytheist, pantheist, atheist, agnostic, from the Pope to the President, from the King to the courtier, from the farmer to the pharmacist, every single human being, from the doctor to the dictator, everyone will be brought back to life and stand in front of the Creator Supreme, and they will get a shock of the life when they see that there is only one God. They will get a shock to see, because human beings are worshipping 4,000 different religions. At the moment, as 2005, there are 4,000 different religions, and there were many other religions and cults and sects. But all of these will find that they were misled or astray, or they went against the Creator. When He brings them together, they will get a shock of the life to see that even the atheists will get a shock of the life to see that yes, indeed, that there is a Creator and He has brought them back to life. And they will then realize that the Quran is speaking about Tawheed, that yes, there is a Creator and there's only one God, there is only one supreme creator who created the heavens, the earth, the elephants, the dolphins, the fish, the human beings, the man and the woman, the mountains, the rivers, the moon, the stars, the planets, the galaxies, the laws of nature, gravity, and all of that. It is only one supreme creator, who is also known as God with a big G, or the Muslims call him by his name, which is Allah, or Ar-Rahman, the most merciful one, or Al-Wudud, the all-loving one, or Ya Latif, or the subtle one. Right, so let's continue. They must be raised up in order that he may manifest to them the truth of that wherein they differ, and that the rejectors of truth may realize that they had to indeed surrender to falsehood. For to anything which we have willed, we but say the word be, and it is. Kun fayakun. So when the creator wants to create anything, he does not need engineers and architects, and he does not need to have a meeting in the boardroom. He doesn't need a chairman of the board. He does not need executive directors of the board. He does not need managers to say, okay, we want to now design a human being, or want to design an elephant, or we want to design the planet Earth, or we want to design the universe. He does not need engineers or structural engineers or architects or people with amazing insight, graphic designers and all these artists. He needs no one. He does not even have to think or contemplate. God in his mercy does not take a pen and paper and say, okay, must the universe be a square, or must the universe be a triangle shape, or must the universe be a circle? He does not need any of those things. All that the creator says, kun. When he says the word kun, everything comes into existence. And he just has to say kun fayakun, be, and it is. Busy with Surah 16, part number 4. I think it's part number 4. I'll just check the counting there. Stay well, look after yourself. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin.